Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're all staying safe and warm. I've been thinking a decent little bit lately about how everything gets categorized in our minds. We usually think, oh, this is a good situation or this is a bad situation. But the truth is, it's just a situation. My little brother the other day was looking for the keys to my car. I let him hold them to put something up, and he misplaced them. Nobody really knew where they went. And he was getting livid about it. He started getting mad at our other brother for calling them at that time. Started talking about all of the different ways that things would have gone better if he hadn't been called right then. But the truth is, it was just a situation. I told him, well, what if, while he was getting so angry, I said, what if this is God's way of keeping us from a car accident? Like, what if we'd left a few minutes earlier? A semi had hit us on the way to where we're going. Through all of this that's been going on in my life this whole year and prior, I've been trying to be pretty transparent about everything, and I've been really trying to show off all of the worst of everything going on so that it gets even more impressive when it changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only going to be for a season. Things are going to be as challenging as they are right now. They have been lately. 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 15, 17, 18, 20, 21, 3, 4, 5. I've never been afraid of work. What's scary to me is being still. Excuse me. Trying to sit and rest in the moment when I know something needs to be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I've been learning in this season that you can't always dive head first into everything. No matter how bad you want to. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, typically an order of operations. And that looks different for every situation. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. It's been stuff messing up my plans in some form or fashion at about every step of the way. I have these little things, these little wonder balls that come with a little coin on them. And growing up a gamer, all of my siblings thought that they were really interesting. So I bought like a dozen or so and kept them in the cabinet at my last house. And when everything got covered in soot, now that's, if I decide to give these to anyone, I'd probably get a birthday party or something, give it to the kids and let them open up to get the coin. But they can't eat the chocolate. That might sound like, wow, that's terrible. Why would you not be able to eat the Wonder Ball, part of the Wonder Ball? Why would you even keep it? But there'll be a season, there'll be a time when all of my nieces and nephews are opening up these little coins and probably throwing the chocolate at each other when we tell them not to eat it, that I think they'll really enjoy. Two, 3, 4, 5. That's half a set done. I don't know if y'all have noticed from the couple of videos where you've seen me do it, but I kind of like to change clothes a lot. And I think that this shirt has seen its last workout day in a row before getting to bed. Back for that. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's really your reaction to the situation, your view of it, that determines whether or not it's a good or a bad situation. Losing the place that I stayed for 7 years, having to leave the job that I kept for almost 5, having most of my earthly possessions covered in soot, and losing a lot of my best friends. Sounds like a bad day and a horrible situation. However, what if the situation puts me in a scenario where I never have to work for another person again, where I put my money to work for me and I end up in a house I own, doing whatever I want with my free time, being productive in the ways I want to be productive. Is that it's still a bad day? Or is it a bandage that needed to be ripped off? Eventually, I'd like to start practicing one of the things I never really got good at. So you get it a little lower, you throw it, and you catch it right there. I've mentioned that before, but we'll get there. Right, next thing. One, 2, 3, 4. So, this is one of the few I love my ringtone, but I don't really feel like having to fight a lawsuit of any sort for copyright. Ten points to anyone who can identify that song. I want to state that things aren't gonna get good if I just stop moving. You can't change the situation by staring at it. A season of waiting, it doesn't mean a season of complacency. A lot of prep work. It's gonna go into the building the next season. And things are gonna start looking a lot different real fast because of the prep work. I'm excited to show y'all how bad things are, how bad things look. And times like this. Because at some point in the very near future, there'll be a light at the end of the tunnel. It'll be ready for a new day. Much love. Hope everybody stays safe and warm. Keeps in mind that it's always a good day to have a good day.